A very pleasant good afternoon and welcome to the Bucks County Curling Club for the 2020 GNCC Senior Mixed Championship. This is our opening draw and it features two teams from the home club. Shaken Not Stirred from Bucks County. The skip is Amy Leonetti. The third is Bert Tyler. The second is Carol Hay. And throw-in lead is Mac Mead. They're throwing the red stones. And on the blue stones is team 3 and out, also from Bucks County, skipped by Bill Laufer. Barb Lassoff as the vice, Butch Bittner the second, and Mindy Heller the lead. And we're just beginning play here. We have a very good field of 34 draw inconvenient making teams. Opening up here with red having hammer. That's Team Leonetti. Shaken Not Stirred. Cassie, Dan, Ryan, let me know how my sound levels are here. And I'll be keeping track of the live chat the best I can here. Ricochets off their own, pushes one under cover, so it's one blue for team 3 and out. Looking for the takeout. It looks like we're going to tap back onto the one that shot stone. Carol inquiring about the second handle. Amy prefers this way. Now, Amy Leonetti is very nearly Canadian. She is from Minnesota. This looks pretty good if they can get it there. Just gonna wreck. We'll try to keep you updated on the other games going on. So, over on sheet D, we have Plainfield, Valier, okay, Valier, I'm being told. Being subbed with Aaron Dubberly right now. They're playing against Alan Mary from Philadelphia. On sheet C, we have Rosemary Morgan from the Philadelphia Curling Club. And their opponent is Angela Morsculio. Marisculio is probably more correct. We went over our featured game. We have Leonetti, versus Laufer, both from Bucks. And on sheet A, if I find the other side of the draw here. Oh, there we are. It's team Ian Alexander flying a Philadelphia flag today. And they are opposed by Robin Flavel of Bucks County. So those are our 4 games that we got going on right now. I'll try to keep you updated. Eventually I'll have to bail at some point to flip the ice for the next draw. Dan, let me know that sounds any better. I did a minor adjustment. So after Bill's final skip rock, it looks like he's sitting 2, possibly 3. Regardless of whether it's 2 or 3, it's going to give Amy Leonetti little choice but to try to draw the full 8-foot to take her single point. If we have any friends or family that are watching that may not be familiar with curling, every stone is worth 1. The different rings are there solely for reference to help us determine the distance. All these games are being timed on a 95-minute clock. After 95 minutes, you will complete the end that you're on and play 1 additional. Ties will be determined by skip rocks. That's just 1 stone thrown towards the center by any member of the team. It's usually the skip. There are some times you might have somebody else do it. Amy coming down here with a little bit of weight. Line looks really, really close here. Oh, they needed to be brushing that. So that's a steal of 1 for sure, really close for 2. Let's let the Vices take a look. I saw Barb with 1 finger up. It was a polite finger. Well, they just hung the 2 tiles, so we had to find the number 1, but we'll get that figured out. It's 1. Single point for Team Laufer. Bert Tyler throwing lead rocks for Amy Leonetti. Bert put together this team, saying that this was going to be the fun team. I was walking around at one point needing a skip of an appropriate age, which is not always easy at a curling club. You know, if you don't necessarily know all your members too well and you're walking around and saying, hey, can you skip in the seniors? You always run the chance of, the hell I can? How old do you think I am? That one sails through. It looks like the ice is right up to speed. Which is nice to see. Mindy Heller throwing the lead rocks for Bill Laufer. This is Mindy's 2nd year curling. Amy asking Bert to just draw the pin. Bert has many times been a teammate of mine. Always a lot of fun to have at a bonspiel. Now, he definitely made an adjustment with this rock. "15 seconds hog to hog, and with sweeping it makes it almost right to the top of the 12-foot. So we got good speed right off the jump. No scores posted yet in the other sheets. It was 3 points in the first end for Team Mariscolo on sheet C. Oh, you're playing at 4. Well, then hell. And who the heck are these imposters? We'll figure this out real quick. Let's see here, sheet C. Ah, they're playing Plainfield, Hardbolt. Well, that makes more sense. 3 points for Plainfield. shot from Butch comes a bit heavy. Raises their own, takes out the other one. Second for Team Leonetti is Carol Hay. Carol is an active rower. Likes rowing up and down the Delaware River up by the New Hope area. This one, too, also appears to be just a skosh heavy. Bill looking to drill, second one in underneath cover. On sheet A, it was a single point for Team Ian Alexander. In their match against Robin Flavel. Ian is Team Rocktopusy. With Ian Alexander, Joe Hess, Rich Hess, and Lee Alexander. They're against Live and Let Curl, Robin Flavel, Ken and Ellen Finkelstein, and Tom Monahan, Pretzel Tom. And we have a score posted on sheet D. It was a score of 1 for Alan Mary from Philadelphia over Valier from Plainfield, with Aaron Dubberly doing some sub duties here. Shot there from Team Leonetti, raises another stone in. Bill looking to add to his catch. See several members of the Bonspiel committee sitting here in the warm room and excited to finally be doing something. No more prep work. There will be plenty of prep work. So we've made the very bold choice of serving chili at a senior event. We had beef chili, chicken chilies, triple bean chili. It's starting to smell yummy in here. Nice little shot by Mac there. Bill's just going to take it out and make the bad stone go away. Watching the Continental Cup here on our screens in the warm room. A Continental Cup that is completely devoid of American players. Canada versus Europe this year. They're playing mixed right now. Darren Molding ready to deliver. Shot comes on down. They got to hurry by, and they will make it by. And it's a well-thrown stone there by Bill Laufer. Good sweeping by Butch and Mendy. So after the shot by Amy, it's now just 1 for Team Laufer. You could do a couple things here. You could throw a little raise on your top one. You could draw another one in using the other turn. Looks like he's electing to throw the raise. Pretty low risk. Looks like that stone may have picked. I'll watch it on our replay here. Well, I get to see it on replay because I'm watching the stream, but yeah, might have grabbed on a little bit of snow or something. Didn't take a huge pick, and there's no scratch on the ice, so should have just kept it clean better. Keeping a broom lightly down in front of the stone, just dusting, is a good thing. So, Hammerstone coming. Bert thinks it has all kinds of weight. This looks to be very heavy and will do nothing good for red, but no further harm. So that's going to be a steal of 1 for Team Laufer. So after 2 ends, it's 3-0. All right, back here in the third end of play between Laufer and Leonetti. Team 3 and out versus team shaken, not stirred. Red has hammer. They do have the last stone advantage in this end. However, they are currently facing 3 blue rocks in the house. This stone from Barb Lassoff looks to be just a touch outside, but they've been getting some really good break. And that's going to come all the way back, almost to the 4-foot. So it's 4 blue, and asking Mac Mead, throwing third rocks here, to throw a takeout. Mac Mead's club nickname is Body Bag. He works for a local funeral parlor. This one needs every ounce of their sweeping. They got it. Now where's the roll going to go? Oh, that is nifty. Great shot, Mac. Insert cowbell here. So it's 3 for Team Valier, skipped by Aaron Dubberly today on sheet D, so it's 3-1 after 2. Robin Flavel tied it up in the first after the second end on sheet A, so that's all tied up at 1-1. And sheet C is keeping us in the dark. It was 3-0 Plainfield. Get you an update as soon as we find out what happened. Amy trying to get Mac to draw another one in there. They got to get past this top one. Just not enough steam, but that's in a very good position, because it blocks Bill's way in. It looks like he's going to come with like a back line weight and just chip the corner and try to take that yellow one off the button. Bill needs to catch a corner. Oh, and it just doesn't get it. So it's still 1 red. Not a whole lot of a way to get in there. You can still probably wrap around that top one on the right with the way they're curling. So Amy Leonetti going for the in-turn. That's the clockwise rotation for a right-hander. This one's got some room to curl. Now here it comes. They better not lose the line. Past the top one. Will they get into the forefoot? Just not enough steam. Very good line, though. I think if that had 6 feet more weight, it would have been really close. Bill Laufer's going to try the same shot again. Hello, Mr. Pring, live from Austria and the World's Masters Winter Games. We're very proud to have a team out there. Matt Pring, Christy Kirchner, Zach Carey, and Julia Pring. This one's coming on down. It's going to wreck the top. No harm, no foul here. For those of you who don't know, the World's Masters Games is kind of like a mini Olympics for people 30 and up. So, you know, we're not quite ready for our AARP cards yet, but we're not going to be able to beat any 20-year-olds. So, sitting one, trying to drill in for a second. Needs to be full four. Taking ice just inside the edge of the 12-foot. This is out there. Now it really buckling in. I just don't know if it has enough weight. It got out a little bit too wide. And it's not going to get there, so it'll be a single point. After 3 ends of play, it'll be 3-1 in favor of team 3 and out. If they keep this up, they might not go that way. Score finally posted on sheet C. It was a steal, 1 for Plainfield, so now it's 4-0 over Rosie Morgan from Philadelphia. And it is Skip Rocks over there, and Rosie is facing 2. So Bert Tyler throwing lead. Bert, 73 years young. Curls 2 to 3 days a week. Bowls 2 to 3 days a week. Golfs 2 to 3 days a week. Call for the center guard. It's going to over curl to be a corner. And we're up to 20 viewers. Our featured game is running faster than every other game in the house. So we'll get you the other score updates. Oh, we're probably a good 5 minutes away from them. That drills right down to the 4-foot. Bert Tyler ready to throw a second guard. Actually, or was the call come down to? I did miss the call. Well, it looks like it's coming down. Starting to bend. Well, you all heard Mac give the effort there, and that turns out to be a pretty good shot for Team Leonetti. Mindy Heller in the lead racks. That works its way on for a biter. Amy looking for a little bit of a nibbler here to cover up the shot rock. I think it has more weight than Mac thinks. And that's going to make it almost down to the top of the button. So they are sitting 2 for the moment. Asking Butch Bittner. Him and his wife Mindy are both in their second year of curling. A lot of fun. Both avid skiers. Mindy and Barb are on it. Pretty good. Is it going to jam the back? It will clear it out, so that's a good outcome. It does appear that it leaves Team Laufer with the blue racks line shot stone. Extremely close, however. Calling for the takeout here now for Carroll. That's tight right off the bat. It's going to make it past everything. Just the tiniest of wicks. We'll skitter out the side. So, score posted in our other games, we have Ian Alexander taking a single point to take a 2-1 lead after 3 ends over Robin Flavelle of Bucks County. Rosie Morgan got a single, so it's 4-1 over Plainfield. Plainfield over Philadelphia, rather. And it was a single point for Alan Murray, so he still trails Plainfield by 1 going into the 4th end. This one's going to find the back of the house. So now Mack is called upon for the takeout. This looks pretty darn good. A little bit of finish is going to be really good. Nice movement late on that, and that's going to be a beautiful shot. So it leaves Bill chasing here with hammer. Bill would tell you himself that he's the second best curler in the family, his son having leapfrogged him by leaps and bounds. That one's just a little bit outside. I think that was a little bit more weight than Bill expected to see. And with that, they just took the curl right on out of it. Call now for a guard from Mack. And it looks like they're starting to get their weight figured out here. That could be dangerous for Team Laufer. Trying to remove one of those guards. Gonna have to do a good amount of housekeeping if you're gonna try to blank this in. He's more trying to make sure he can take a good shot at one. This is coming with some pace. It has half a chance to get them both. And it's going to be on the top one. It's going to run right on back and stuff onto the one there. So still two for Team Leonetti. Okay, so Bill Laufer here with his first skip rock. He's given up on the cleaning up. Just going to throw 2 draws. Try to get his skips deuce this way. All about the drawway right now. You hear Bill saying, make sure it's in. Don't ever leave it short. They should keep it going. Okay, we got Butch and Mindy. They're moving it down. Got to get to the 4-foot, and it's going to be just at the top of the 12. So still facing 2 red. Amy consulting Mac here, thinking about what they want to do. Looks like they just want to throw a guard up. So here's Amy Leonetti with her last. Looking to throw a guard. It still looks like it has plenty of weight. Looks like it's destined for the house. Well, it will lie third shot, but good news, Bill. Amy just showed you how to get there. Hopefully they had a good idea of how that went. It's not the largest port. It's about a 1 3/4 to get through. Bill contemplating some kind of hit. Bert Tyler contemplating the rest for him. I really think we missed out on a lot of possible sponsorships for this Bonspiel. Bert makes Flomax come to mind. But it's all in good fun. These are all great curlers. We have a really good group lined up here. So Bill coming down with this one. He's going to get 1. Don't know if he's going to get 2. Get it, run it back. Oh, it just doesn't catch the other one. So that's going to be a steal too. And we got ourselves a tie ball game halfway through. Two red, Bert. Get ready to throw. It's your turn. Depends. Cialis, Lenitra, Viagra. I mean, it's endless. Do they even sell Aerosol anymore? Centrum Silver, yes, Centrum. Complete, Romaine and Zinc. More complete, Romaine and Zinc. I agree. Oh, Rogaine, yeah, well, I could use that too. That's, yeah. That's because I had 2. Oh, Just for Men, yeah. Sponsored by Just for Men. And locally sponsored by Ann's Choice Assisted Living.
Careful.
It's
When I go to do all the live streams, they ask me, what's one of their rules and regulations? Before I hit go live, I have to go through like a survey, I guess you'd say. Is this suitable?
Burt with a nice takeout. Looking to return the favor here with Hackweight. Some great commentary going in the live stream, saying that Burt should be sponsored by his hair dye company. And Cassie chimes in with, I'm surprised that Manic Panic hasn't already signed Burt to a modeling deal. Yeah, for those of you who don't know Burt Tyler, Burt often makes a bet with himself, saying that if he does something which he's going to do anyway, he'll dye his hair. But we have a more simple theory. It's just that he's threatened by the presence of Brent Larson. So the takeout attempt failed, and Carol Hay is here now, laying up a guard. Lots of late curl on that one. Asking Butch to hit the shot stone. A little bit narrow off his hand. This could work to be a run back. It's off the one. It's just going to peel. Bill, don't remember to. Now this is interesting here. They're replacing a stone which they shouldn't be. That was the sixth rock. Right, and there's three reds. And there's three reds. So that makes that 6 rocks. We'll let them know off the ice, but we have no officials. Only thing that we're measuring officially is the skip stones. Curling is a self-officiated game, and as long as the skips are in agreement, that's how things roll. So, nice shot by Rosemary Morgan on sheet C. That was the cowbell in the warm room. And a perfect roll onto the forefoot. Rosie pulled a Rosie. Butch with this one, needing to curl. It's trying. It's going to get a chunk, and it will unlock it, get one of them. That's an acceptable outcome. So looking for Mac to throw a guard here. Ice is swinging quite a bit, just a little bit more than it has on most league nights. We're able to put some time into the ice before the Bonspiel to try to crank it up for all the teams here. On sheet A, steal 2 for Ian Alexander, so him and his Philadelphia rink have a 4-1 lead over Bucks County. And a score of 2 for Plainfield, giving them a 3-point lead over Allen Mary after 4 from Philadelphia Curling Club. And we're still waiting for the score to be hung on sheet C. We believe it was 1 for Team Morgan to steal, but we'll get that confirmed shortly. I go now to my sideline reporter, Maggie McMahon. Maggie, what? It was a steal 1 for Rosie, so it's 4-2 in favor of Plainfield after 4. Trying to get around the guards. Ooh, just a little bit late in that sweep call. Probably had the double, too. But they're going to put the guard back again. And new player, it's a new guard. It's going to be Amy throwing it now instead of Mac. Amy Leonetti take a nice middle of the 12-foot. Waiting for it to curl. All the finish has been late. And here it comes now. And that's going to track right to the middle of the 8-foot. Pretty darn good. So Bill Laufer very resolutely is going to go on to stone cleanup duty. Bill Laufer, great volunteer at Bucks County Curling Club, does so many things. The stone is on its way. Looks like they had to start sweeping, and now they do. And it looks like that just picked too. So somebody's got a fraying gripper out there. Another good reason to always keep a broom down on the ice. Just applying minimal pressure just to keep that path clean. Because it looked like Bill had a pretty good one. He wasn't going to get all three, but he would have had a shot at getting two. So now Amy's going to try to cement this steal and take a lead with the guard here. A good guard is going to make it very tough to even cut her down. This one's a touch further out, but it's starting to come in now. And Bert is keeping that broom down to try to keep it clean. And that comes right back up to the center line, just off of it. It does leave Bill a port. If he wants it, looks like he's going to try to draw it down to the side of the button to limit the damage. See if he takes another look at it once he sees the configuration of the racks. The port's about a stone and a half wide. He's sticking with the draw. But still plenty of curling here. Even if you give up a steal of one or even two, it's not the worst thing in the world. He'll flip the hammer to him in the sixth end. This looks to be a little bit heavy. Now here it comes on in. It's going to come in. And it'll knock it down by one, so it will be a steal of two for Team Leonetti. They now lead 5-3 after 5 ends of play. So we're on to the sixth end of play here. Opening draw, the 2020 GNCC Senior Mixed Championship. Team Laufer versus Team Leonetti, both of them home teams. Some bucks on bucks action just to start. Our feature game is running faster than everything else, so we'll let you know the fifth ends on everything else when that gets close. Front end on sheet A is trying to figure out who's shot by asking people in the warm room. Takeout made by Team Laufer here, leaving them sitting one. Now it looks like it's going to be, all these games are timed. Right now there is about 16 minutes left on the clock. And with sheets A, C, and D still completing their fifth ends, it does look like we will be having some seven-end games. Some folks from the next draw are starting to trickle on in. Yeah, we have one hammer on the way right now in the other three games. And we're coming down to that 15-minute mark, so looks pretty safe that the only game which will be eligible for 8 ends will be our featured match. Running on a 95-minute clock. At the expiration of that clock, you finish the end you're on and throw one more. Amy asking Mac for a takeout here. They got to be sweeping that. Gonna be close, gonna be close, gonna be close. Oh, just over the top. Bill looking to split the house here in line 2. It's got a little bit too much pace. It's going to work its way on through the back. Amy going for that from the other turn now. McMead out-turn hit. This has more weight than the first. It's going to get it no problem and spill out of the house. So blank slate again. That one also just a little bit heavy, so blank slate here for Amy Leonetti. She leads by 2 here in the 6th. In the opening draw. Just took that one through the house. Not leaving Bill anything to work with. Fifth and a score of 2 for Robin Flavel, so that cuts the deficit to 1. It is 4-3 in favor of Ian Alexander from Bucks County. Bill's draw coming down here with sweeping, and that is going to make it right to the top of the 4-foot. Very nice. Amy's going to try to quickly dispatch it. Still no updates from sheet C or sheet D. Oh, and there's the update from sheet C. It was a big score of 3 in the 5th end, increasing Plainfield and Harbold's lead to 7-2. And over on sheet D, Plainfield again, the Valier rink, being skipped today by Aaron Dubberly. They stole a single, so that gives them a 4-point lead after 5 over Alan Murray from Philadelphia. So take out a attempt missed here. Chance for Bill Laufer to tie it up in the 6th end. Just needs to be someplace on the paint. This is not going to hang around, so it will be a single point for Team Laufer. And that makes it 5-4 after 6 ends of play. That one took a right turn in Albuquerque. This one from Carroll looking a little bit heavy. And a skitter on back to the back 12. And Mindy, rather. Forgot to look at my crib sheet here. Asking Burt to draw on down to it. That's some very nice weight. It is very much exposed. Bill was going to ask Butch to take that out. Just need to get a little bit further out there. It looks like all the teams out there have taken a good look at the clock and have picked up their pace of play in an effort to get all 8 ends in. Now on skip rocks on sheet A, and with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Skip stones also on sheet D with 3:30. So with some hustle, they could both get 8 ends in. This stone needs to come, and ooh, just a slight over adjustment. So Amy Leonetti sitting 1, electing to guard here. Sheet 8 is going to make it time without a problem. It is, however, blue sitting 3 right now, so if blue sits a 4th, 8 ends with blue already. That's Team Alexander leading by 1. A score of 4 here would definitely make that game a little bit more determined. Barb here going for the takeout, a little bit inside of the broom. They're going to try to hold it. Butch and Mindy, Mindy and Butch. They're going to get the one off the house and leave their shooter sitting right there. And with the timer going off now, it's going to be only sheet A eligible for 8 ends. It'll be 7 end contest. Oh, sorry, sheet A and our featured game on sheet B. Sheet C and D will be only eligible for 7 ends. Draw master Jim Fannin is celebrating the fact that he remembered to turn off the hockey buzzer. Rosemary Morgan is in some serious business right now over on sheet C. She's sitting 5 and throwing her first skip rock to sit a 6th. So while trailing by 5, has the possibility to really change this in a heartbeat. Draw attempt here. A little heavy by Burt. Oh. Nasty fall there. I'm going to take a look at the replay here. Carroll took a good fall there. Oh. It lags on my screen a little bit here, so I'll be able to try to see if she caught her head. Yeah, it looks like she did. So we're going to get her off the ice and get her checked out. Now, Carol's a nurse herself, and we have can be checked by another nurse, our committee member, Mary Fannin. So she's going to make a pretty tough patient for Mary. She seems to be insisting that she's fine. Mary is asking her some various questions. It looked like she turtled up pretty good. Hopefully everything's fine. And okay, we're saying yes, she is. That's good to see. And she's laughing now, so that's a good sign. Meanwhile, back here in the game, Bill Laufer has his work cut out for him. He's trying to open it up here. Did open it up some. And after giving up a 3 spot, Rosemary Morgan right now has a wide open draw for 6, which will give her the lead moving into the final end. Amy's contemplating a guard here. Score 2 for Allen Mary cuts the gap. They're down by just 2. They are playing their final end over on sheet D. Rosemary a little bit narrower. They're going to try to throw a raise instead, and that's going to get one on. So count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Rosemary. And now she holds a 1 stone lead. All right. And we've lowered the lights in the room, in the warm room for dinner. Bill's trying to wrap one in there. It's going to be a little bit short. Leaves Amy sitting 2 with her hammerstone. And with that, we have handshakes. So congratulations to Team Shaken Not Stirred, Amy Leonetti, Bert Tyler, Carol Hay, and Mac Mead. They'll be moving on to the A event. And finding their way into the B is Bill Laufer, Barb Lassoff, Butch Bittner, and Mindy Heller, Team 3 and out. Off to make the ice I go. So from the K&J Magnetics Warm Room, this is Dave Schmel. We'll see you in a little bit.